He was accused of stealing the innocence of an 8-year-old girl, and now Michael Webb will spend the rest of his life in prison for it.
We hope, that this gives a measure of comfort to the victim and to the family and to this community, that he's never going to be out.
The life sentence was handed down in federal court Thursday, just 4 days shy of the 6-month mark of a crime that left a community and a family devastated. In May, Webb snatched a little girl at random from her mother's arms while they were on an evening walk in Fort Worth.
Help me,
Prosecutors say he then sexually assaulted her in the following hours.
I scoped it out pretty good, and I know I missed somebody because when I pushed the woman and grabbed her, I heard somebody screaming. I heard somebody screaming.
He admitted to the crime while police interrogated him. Prosecutors released 2 clips of that video confession after sentencing.
What did you say to scare her, Michael?
I told her that if she said anything, that I would do something to her parents. And if I was in jail, I would have my friends to do it.
They also released a photo from inside the hotel room where the girl was found with Webb, but out of sensitivity for the victim and her family, we are not showing it.
We feel that she represents a bravery and a courage and a strength that is just incomprehensible when you're thinking about an 8-year-old.
Webb's attorney had nothing to say after sentencing.
Mr. Stickney, can you please talk to us about the trial at all?
Webb could have faced as little as 20 years in prison for his crime, but he received the maximum sentence and is not eligible for parole.
When I asked the Tarrant-County District Attorney if they were still pursuing the state's case against Webb in light of this life sentence, the office said they currently had no comment. Reporting in Fort Worth, I'm Lauren Zakalik.